Tommy, what's your thoughts going into tomorrow's game against Hamilton Accies at McDermott Park?
Well, it's a game to look forward to. We're at home, on the back of a really good performance on Wednesday night, and unlucky not to get something out of the game. The players have recovered well. No fresh injury concerns. Richard Foster comes back into the squad, so we're looking forward to it. And it's an important week with 3 games. In a space of 7 days. A lot can happen, and want to try and get as many points as possible to get us, cement that position in the top 6.
It's the first home league match of the new year. It's important to get that first win.
Yeah, I mean, being at home, the emphasis will be on us to take the game to Hamilton. They're always difficult opponents. They work extremely hard. They've got loads of energy in the team, and they've got quality as well that can, Emery and Crawford in particular are 2 players that have to be watched. So we know it's a difficult task. That they probably feel that because we have played Wednesday night and had such a difficult game that gives them maybe a wee bit of advantage physically, but I don't believe that. We've recovered well, and I say the strength of the squad is that I can change it around as well on Saturday and make a few changes and bring in fresh legs.
And you mentioned Hamilton. What did you make of them in the previous encounter this season, the 1-1 draw away from home?
Well, it's always tough down there, and on the surface that you have to play on, but they make it tough as well because of how they play. They're difficult to play against, as I've mentioned. They've been a wee bit unfortunate, speaking to Martin and obviously seeing his comments in the press as well, that they've, I think, 8 times this season they've been ahead in games and they've lost points, and ultimately lost 3 points after being in a really good position. So and they tend to score most games as well. So they've got enough about them, I think, to that their league position maybe is a little bit false because their performances have been really good.
In terms of St Johnstone's ambitions to stay in the top 6 and to be in the top 6 at the end of the season, just how far will the win tomorrow go towards that?
Well, I mean, with the cushion we have of 5 points, and to Ross County, and every win makes it more difficult, and every win and in every game played that you win reduces the chances of the teams catching you. And I say with 3 games in a week, we want to make sure at the end of those 3 games that we're still worst case scenario in 5th position.
Having played on Wednesday, you're going to rotate the squad a little bit, the starting lineup?
Yeah, I mean, Richard Foster will come back in, and I think it's important to get fresh legs in the team, because I say again, we've got Wednesday night game and then Sunday against Celtic. So, and that's the beauty with having such a good squad, and a squad that's strong in depth as well. I will be able to do that, and certainly not weaken the team in any way.
There's been a call to action for fans to come out for this game tomorrow. The Painted Blue campaign, is that something you're behind?
Yeah, I mean, any initiative I think has to be looked on positively, and hopefully the people of Perth and supporters can look on it positively and try and if they haven't been coming to games, come back to games. If they know people that they can encourage come to games, and do that, because it's certainly I think it helps the performance of the players. The more people can get in, and the better atmosphere we can create. And even Steny, even though that was a small crowd of I think it's just over 2,500, I was pleasantly surprised. I thought we were going to be looking at a crowd of under 2,000 for that game. So they did come out and support us in the cup game, and we do need more support. We need more people. All clubs need more supporters to come through the gates, and all these initiatives can be only help the cause.
And just what can the club do in the future to try and get more fans? You're very supportive of having the players out in the community and doing school visits a lot.
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing more school visits. Actually, in terms of what actually they can do, I think we do as much as almost we can, and it's maybe getting out to more schools, and I probably, for the sake of the few of the players' reputations. I wouldn't maybe be doing too many more singing videos or lip sync videos, but the club are always, and you know, yourself and Megan and the club are always trying to do something. And the chairman's, looking at the under 12s thing in the Ormond stand and all. We're one of the few clubs that do that, and I think at some stage, people have maybe just got to give it a go and come to games and say, well, look, I can see they're trying, I'm going to come and support them. And there is only so much that clubs can do, but I always believe if you keep banging on the door, somebody's going to open it, and hopefully the people of Perth will buy into what we're doing and what we're trying to do.
Just finally, do you think after his playing career's finished, Chris Miller's got a future as a pop star?
No. He's already failed at that. He's already failed as a pop star, so I don't see any way. Well, to be fair, he looked the only one that was probably most comfortable. Actually, Blair doing it surprised me. I thought Pates was looked like a bouncer coming round the corner. Thought he was going to really knock somebody out. Kano, even though you only give him, I think there was only 3 words, Kano got them wrong. Big Hursty certainly proved he's got the teeth for television, because he's got a great set of gnashers on him, and I don't know what George did with his paint. I think he must have licked it off his fingers before he put his thing, but it was good fun, bit of laugh, and it's good to see some of the other staff in it as well. And it probably, I think somebody sent me a link of something that was in Fox Sport News or something, that one of my friends sent me a link, and it was summed up quite well. When it was cringeworthy. It was bad deliberately, but it was that bad that it was good, and it was good because people are laughing and smiling, and I think you've told me it's amazing the number of hits it's had on YouTube. So it's done its job. But go back to the original question, because I did go on a bit there. Miller has no chance of getting a career in modelling or singing.
Cheers, Tommy.
Cheers.